Good Saturday afternoon, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate you guys watching Joe Boo's Day Job, Joe Boo's Sports Report, as well as Cooking and Tailgating with Joe Boo. And today, it's Saturday, about 1 o'clock this evening. I'm going to go ahead and take some tilapia, and I'm going to cook that in the the air fryer. I've actually gotten to start to actually enjoy using the air fryer quite a bit, and using the pork skins that crumbles and stuff on there. Oh, with the almond flour and the seasoning, it's really good. And so outside today it's like 70 degrees, although it's overcast. It feels kind of like spring, summer-ish. So I started thinking about things that I love that time of year. Potato salad and fried fish, it goes together good, or you can do coleslaw. But I'm going to try and come up with a recipe for doing a potato salad using the cauliflower. Gee, I'm having a brain fart. So I've looked at some different recipes, and you can roast the cauliflower, which is probably pretty good, a good way to do it. But I'm actually going to go ahead and steam some. But I'm going to steam it and leave it a little bit al dente, so that way it's not like mush. I don't want mushy, okay? So we're going to do that, because potato salad, of course, you have potatoes, normal potato salad, at least in my house. We'd always put in onions, we put in celery, and we put in hard-boiled eggs, and of course mayonnaise. So when you start thinking about it, potato salad minus potatoes is very keto friendly. So what I'm doing right now, and I'm going to be doing this, it takes a little bit of time because I'm going to steam the cauliflower. I have about a head of cauliflower that's in here. I had a half a head that was left over. I'm going to steam this as well, so that way I have plenty of volume. So I'm going to keep checking the cauliflower and make sure it gets between that point of being crunchy and soft, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put it, I'm going to blanch it. I'm going to put it in a bowl with some ice water to stop the cooking, so that way it won't be overcooked. I'm going to hard boil some eggs. I'm going to let them cool down and stuff and do that. In the meantime and in between time, we're going to do something extra on this too, because what recipe does not work with bacon? Bacon! We're going to put bacon in this potato salad. Oh, we got a little something extra up in here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my onion. I got a sweet vanilla onion. I got some stalks of celery. I'm going to cut that up, and I'm going to put just a little bit of vinegar in there and let that kind of marinate, okay? I'm going to let that marinate. I'm going to put it in the fridge so it gets cool. In the meantime, while this stuff is cooking. Now I had some bacon, and I'm actually defrosting that. I'm going to cut that up in little slices, and I'm going to cook that in a cast iron frying pan. So I'm going to get started on that stuff, and then we'll come back when this stuff is done cooking, okay? All right, so we got the first batch of cauliflower over here in ice, okay, and ice water, and it's already cooled down. So what we need to do, though, is we don't want it to be wet. So I've got a colander here, and you can see right here, you see that? It's not mushy, it's still a little bit firm, but it's still, you can still easily move it. That's what we want. So I'm going to take this and put it in the colander and let it drain, because I don't want this to be wet. You don't want soupy cauliflower in there with our other veggies. And right now I've got the eggs are boiling, and we're going to get those done when they're done and peel some of those. So you can see that that's real good. Now once this is drained real good, what we're going to do is we're just going to cut it into small pieces, like little chunks if at all possible, like that. And then we can add that with our other stuff. So get that draining. We're going to put that in there, and we're also going to have to cook bacon. My bacon was actually frozen, which is good. I defrosted it a little bit, but left it a little bit frozen because it's easier to cut that way. And I'm going to wait until after I do the potato salad before I cut that and cook that stuff, because that can be, while that's cooking, this stuff can be in the fridge cooling down. All right, so look at that. We've got our cauliflower in here, we got our celery, we got our onions, we got some garlic salt on here, just a little bit to get it going. We've got vinegar on there, so that's good. It's kind of cooled down because we blanched the cauliflower. Our eggs are almost finished boiling, and I've got some bacon here that's partially frozen, so I'm going to just, it cuts it a lot easier. We're going to cut it up into little chunks, and we're going to fry that so we have some nice bacon taste into it. So that'll give you a little bit of a crunch if you cook it where you like it crunchy. I like mine a little bit soft. I like my bacon soft and chewy, but that's just me. Cook it how you like it. Now, you know, we have the bacon bits that I buy from BJ's that are pre-cooked. You could go ahead and just use some of those in there. Don't use the imitation ones, because let's be real here. Who knows what the imitation ones are made of? So I got nice little pieces cut in here. I'm just going to cross cut it. It being frozen makes it a little bit easier to kind of cut meat than when it's thawed out. So we'll get that done in here, and hopefully our skillet is, yeah, getting warm. And we'll make sure to wash this thing using some bleach, of course, because it's got raw meat on there. We don't want to get anybody sick. Let that soak. We're going to cook this, and then we're going to get our eggs peeled and added in there, and then we're going to let it get all cooled down before we add the mustard and the mayonnaise, as well as some more salt, pepper, and celery seed or celery salt, depending on what you have in your cabinet. And this is going to make some really nice assimilated potato salad. Look at that bacon. Oh man, this is going to be good. And we have that fried fish tonight. Man, this is going to be nice. I love my cast iron skillet. If you once you get it cured good, even if you cook something and it sticks, you pour a little water onto it while it's hot, it'll boil it out, and it's just real easy to maintain. If you do it right, it's as good as a non-stick pan. You can see how I'm not, look at that oil and that bacon. Oh, what I wouldn't do for a nice slice of bread and some of that bacon right there, a little bit of mustard. Oh boy. But can't have that regular bread. Could do some keto bread, but no, we're going to save that for the potato salad. And our eggs, well, those are done. Like hard-boiled egg? Like hard-boiled egg?
Yes,
Hmm?
yes, please.
The wife says she wants a hard-boiled egg sliced.
Okay.
This helps because it's heavy. Can't call it bacon. It's getting crispy. Yeah, buddy. Oh, look at that. Bacon. All right. We got our eggs in here. We got our celery in here. All right, good people. So here's what we got. Here you go. We got the bacon, and we got the celery, we got the onions, we got the cauliflower, we got a little bit of salt, we got some vinegar in here, and we're going to put this in the fridge and let it get cold for about 30 minutes before we go ahead and put the mustard and the mayonnaise in there. Because if it's warm, it'll kind of make the mayonnaise runny, and we don't want this to be runny. And that vinegar and stuff will cast through and give you actually more flavor the longer it's able to sit before you put the mayonnaise on it. But look at that. Doesn't that look good? Honey, doesn't that look pretty?
Beautiful.
Okay. All right. I can get cleaned up here in the kitchen, and I'll be back. Okay, good people. So we have let that cool down a bit, and we're going to get this finished now. So we're going to get some sour cream out. We're going to get mayonnaise. Lots of mayonnaise. We love mayonnaise. Sour cream to make it nice and creamy. We're going to get some mustard in here. We're going to grab some celery salt. Let's see if I have celery salt. Celery salt. Where, oh, where? Coriander? Where's my celery salt? A little bit of dill. Celery salt. All right. So now this is good and cold, so that'll make it easy to mix up. Look at that. Doesn't that look like potato salad? That look like potato salad. So we're just gonna mix this on up here. We're gonna get the extra liquid out of the sour cream there. We're gonna get some sour cream. I love sour cream in my potato salad. Oh man, makes it good and creamy. Okay. The sun came out. It's gorgeous outside. It feels like summertime. It's like 75 degrees outside. Get some good mayonnaise in there. Boom. Oops. We're gonna get some mustard. And we're gonna put a little bit of dill. And celery salt. Now we may have to put a little bit more in there after we start mixing it. We'll see what the consistency looks like. I don't know if you guys can. Let's move over here out of the sun so you can see it a little bit better. See, oh, look at that. And we're going to try and fold this. Don't stir it. You want to fold it so that way you don't kind of turn it into mush. But since we took the cauliflower, and we left it a little bit al dente, it's good. It's soft enough to just kind of bite through, but not soft enough that it turns to like mashed potatoes. We're gonna have to, of course, add more of our stuff in here, but just getting started. Look at that. That looks like potato salad. Oh! And we're going to go through and have some fried fish. Man, we going to do this. We going to do this. Good, I can get this out the fridge. Went to BJ's today and shopping, so got all the good stuff in there. Now we got a little bit of vinegar that's in there that gives it just a little bit of a tart taste to it. And of course we got the bacon in there. We got the bacon taste in there. And we got the eggs. Get a little taste. Let's see where we are with the spices. Look, oh, look at that. Not bad. Need a little bit more salt into it. A little bit more dill. And celery salt. Yeah. Not bad in comparison to some things you do keto. They don't hold a candle to the original. But cauliflower is really good as far as getting you similar to your potato taste, and definitely it's a winner. All right, look at this one more. Look at that one more time. Look at that. That is everything that a keto body wants and needs. There is no carbs in there, and look at it. That even looks like potato salad. Mm. All right, we'll be cooking the fish live this evening. Hope you're having a great day, and I'm happy. I can put this in the fridge to just eat some when I want a break. Peace.